Okay, well I wanted to discuss a little bit about Shvirat HaKelim, an important Kabbalistic concept brought up in books of Rabbi Nachman pretty often. A very important concept, the breaking of the vessels, which it's used conceptually as meaning like the light comes into the vessels are broken and fall into the lower worlds of Bria, Yitzir, creation, formation, and the physical universe. And these are, this doesn't mean like literally so, as it's mentioned often, and before you start a Kabbalah shir, it's like, this is a conceptual scheme to understand much more esoteric concepts. But this is how we discuss these concepts, and it's understood that we're speaking about spiritual concepts which or have no there's no real connection between them and geometric figures or anything else like that, not space or time or anything else like these are spiritual aspects. So okay, so Shvirat HaKelim is, so we have the basic idea is that before you can understand, well, first of all you have to understand that when God created the universe, created all the spiritual world, well, first he had to make an empty space, and in order that there should be a place, otherwise there was just as infinite light everywhere, and there's no place for creation. So then when he made the empty space, then he brought down the light of the 10 igulim, 10 round spherical Sephirot, and then was brought down the light of Adam Kadmon, the primordial man. And when then the light came out of his eyes, the ears, the nose, the mouth, and that became different olamos. And then when the light came out of his eyes, well, the first light that came out, well, that would be the light of Beit Nun. So the light of Beit Nun comes out of the eyes, and it gets from the eyes down to the belly button, and that would be Akudim. And then lower than the belly button, then that becomes the worlds which later on were called Atzilut. But at this point there was no Atzilut, there was just the area that Atzilut became. And then there was the Shvirat HaKelim and those worlds. Well, Shvirat HaKelim of those worlds would be the Beis Nun. So the Beit Nun itself is divided into four different components. I guess you'd say components. It'd be the Shem Ayin Beit, 72, the Shem 63, 45, and then 52. So in the, let's say we'll take the beginning was the Shem 72. That's Yud Vav Dalet Hey Yud Vav Yud Vav Hey Yud. So in that Shem, so that has 10 Sephirot. So then every Sephira here has 4 aspects. It has the front and the back, and the number of the front and the number of the back. So when we're talking about the Keter of Ayin Beit, that'll be the face of Keter will be just plain Yud K Vav K. The back will be the Rivu of Yud K Vav K, which is Yud K Vav K Vav K, and then the numbers. The third level would be the number of the Panim, which is 26, and the back would be the number of the back, which is 72. The next sphere would be Chachma, and that'll be not the Shem Yud Kei Vav Kei, but the Miloi, the putting the letters in their fullness. Like instead of Yud, you'll have Yud Vav Dalet. So the Miloi will be Yud Vav Dalet, Hey Yud Vav Hey Yud, and then will be the Miloi of that, which will be Yud Vav Dalet, Yud Vav Dalet Hey Yud, Yud Vav Dalet Hey Yud Vav Yud Vav, Yud Vav Dalet Hey Yud Vav Yud Vav Hey Yud, then the number of that. So in terms of the Ayin Beit, the lower 8.5 Sephirot fell. The top, in other words, Keter and half of Chachma did not fall. They remained in Atzilut. Then the Shem Samach Gimel, the higher Shem was left in. The higher sphere of Keter was left in Atzilut. All the lower 9 Sephirot fell. Of Zer Anpin, 9.5 fell. And of Nukva, then we get to the Shem Beit Nun, which I'm calling Nukvi here. Then the 9 and 3/4 of all the spheres fell, and into the lower olamos, and that would be the Reish Pei Chet Nitzotzot that are supposed to bring back up into the Tzilut. That's the Tikkun. Okay, and where did these olamos fall? Well, actually, I can explain. Have to understand also the olamos is a little bit. It's more of a purities. It's not like there's this olam of a Tzilut and then everything else below it falls or something. You have to understand, sort of see the olamos like this. Perhaps it's easier to see it. There's the outer part, the outer olamos, and there's the inner olamos. That'll be the inner ones will be 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be the Atzilus, Bria, Tzirsia of the inner olamos, and then we'll have the outer olamos will be the Atzilus 2, 3, 4. So that'll be the middle thing here, okay? And then it'll be the 1, 2, and then here will be the outer olamos, Atzilus, Bria, Tzirsia. So here of the inner olamos we'll have Atzilus, Bria, Tzirsia. This will all be the inner, and all be the outer. And each world here itself is divided into these words. Here will be the Atzilus going down. Here's Atzilus, but there's Atzilus with Atzilus, there's Bria with Atzilus, Tzir Atzilus, and it's Sia with Atzilus. And inside of each level, there'll be the same thing here. So inside of each of these, like sort of squares, will be the partsufim, the Arachan Pin, Abba V'Ima, and Zer V'Nukba. So that's where the Shvira happened. In each of these, in the prat of each one. Like here we have in the area which eventually would become Zeran Pin here, Zeran Pins here, Zeran Pin here. So that's where the Shvira took place. Not like there's a Tzilus here and then everything else under it that fell. That wasn't how it was. In other words, the Shvira was only was in every prat, but it was only in the prat, not in the klal. Okay, well, thank you.